Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Friday, September 23rd. It's about 12:41 in the afternoon, East Coast time. I'm just chilling. I've got a little puzzle going on here. It's pretty awesome. And that helps the moments of anxiety. So, not a lot's been going on, except I've been resting a lot. I spent a lot of time in this room and in that bathroom. But, just want to give you a little weekly weighing update instead of the daily dong. It's kind of, I don't have much to say on the daily anymore, and it's basically like I lay here and I rest. I read books. I do a puzzle. I play a little music here and there. But other than that, it's boring, and I know some of my videos are boring, but that's what recovery is. It's long, it's tedious, it's slow. So my wound separation is still leaking urine, but it is definitely closing up. Can definitely see an appreciable difference. I can plug it and pee standing a lot better. I have a great flow from my urethra, so that's awesome to see, and more pee is making its way through the urethra, so that lets me know that the wound separation is healing from the inside out. My hand and arm looking great. Just covering up because I'm about to go to the grocery store for my little one trip of the day. So, before I get into my energy level, I have had something happen that's a little alarming, and so I emailed the Crane Center, and when they get back to me, I'll talk about it. But just basically, the Glans has been healing funky. It's been, and by funky, I don't mean in a weird way. I mean just more like it has blisters, it leaks a little bit, it smells. One thing they warn you about, it's in the surgery package, is what's that smell? And I honestly didn't have too much smell from, the vaginectomy, the scrotoplasty, phallus creation. I'd ask my mom, like, do I smell? And not, like normal sweaty person smells, but not like wound healing. Now I have the wound healing smell. And I just keep it clean, keep it dry, but there's just some spots on the glands that are just worrisome, but the tissue around it looks very healthy, so that's okay. I'm trying not to freak out because A, it's just gonna make me sick to worry. B, there's nothing I can do except what they tell me and be clean and dry, and I do feel like this is something that can be fixed in stage 2, so hopefully that's what they say in their answer. I will definitely talk about it in more detail when I do know what's going on, but my energy level. I'm completely off narcotics, not taking nearly as much cannabis medicine either, just because I'm not really in pain. It's more like discomfort, or I'm just fucking tired, just like super drained. And I feel like, is that normal? I'm 5 weeks out, right? I think that is normal. But basically, I've done a lot better at being gentle with myself, but I'm still a guy that's on the go, and I don't like to, stop for anything. Not stop for anything, but I don't always like to, I don't know, take it easy. Like, I want to be up and doing stuff, but I can't. I literally can't. I just get to a point where I have to go lay down. I also have been resting a lot, but sometimes sleep just doesn't happen, and I was frustrated with it last night, and I was like, just go easy on yourself. There's nothing that says you have to go to bed at 10 o'clock at midnight and wake up at 7. If you go to bed at 4 a.m. and wake up at 11 a.m., that's fine. And so, letting go of that obviously helped me sleep. So, getting better every day. I know I'm making progress. This morning it was a little upsetting what I woke up to, but just dealing with it, with logic and trying to keep the emotion out of it, because I look back at my videos, and especially the emotional roller coaster one, it's almost embarrassing, but I'm glad I documented. I'm being real, I'm being authentic, right? I'm trying to show you, like, it's not always easy, and I just see myself suffering from so much of a lack of sleep, and where I'm just getting upset and emotional, and this is just a lot to take on, right? So, yeah, I look back and I'm like, man, but sleep makes all the difference. I do about one little chore, one little goal, one little outing per day, for about an hour or two. It's all I can handle, but I think it's good to get me out, so also I'm not just laying in a room going nuts. But I've seen some coworkers, some friends, gone out to eat a couple times, but now I'm gonna go to the grocery store, pick up just a few items, and then come home and hopefully still have the energy to cook those things for my family. And I do things slowly. Normally this would take me an hour. This is gonna take pretty much the rest of my day until I have to go pick up my mom. So I want to do something for her. She's done so much for me and did so much those past 5 weeks, and I enjoy cooking, and it would make me feel a little bit more like a person to be able to contribute to my family a little, and to say thank you for letting me stay here, letting me drive her car. We're gonna go car shopping tomorrow, so fun. That's always fun, right? So I'm gonna head out. Just want to check in. I'm gonna be doing more like weekly or every few days, so instead of daily, because it's just too much and not much is going on. So I'm gonna head out. I hope everyone's taking care. Still haven't got my tooth fixed yet because I'm working on some dental insurance, and yeah, just taking things off the box and just trying to remember to just be easy with myself, because I can be like, oh, you should be doing this, you should be reading, you should be writing, you should be updating your blog, you should be editing video, and it's like, just relax. So happy Friday. Have a safe weekend. Good afternoon. It's Friday, September 23rd. It's 2 p.m. I just got back from the grocery store, and I'd almost exhausted myself just thinking about going, just everything I had to do. It was okay. It wasn't too crowded. I just took my time. The whole thing took me about an hour, from getting inside to just walking around, just slowly loading things up, being patient, doing it all mostly one-handed. And then, yeah, I got home, put everything away, and I got one of these little protein smoothies. Banana honey almond butter. It is delicious. So protein to help tissue, reconnect, rebuild, and then vitamin C. Got to start taking that vitamin C again for the same thing. Helps healing. Dogs help healing. I have both of them are in here. Hi, Max. The dogs definitely know something's up with me. Like, they have been so careful, so gentle and sweet and attentive. So I feel good. I don't know if I have the energy to cook now, but I'm definitely going to eat a little bit, rest some more, and try to sleep on my back as much as I can, because I feel like the wound closes up more when I sleep on my back as opposed to my side. And the side, it scares me because I don't want my dick moving around, and it can't lay against the pedicle scar, it could die, and it freaks me out that I could be in such a deep slumber that my dick would move itself. And yeah, so I try to wear the Seprotec at night, but last night I just freeballed it and just was like, hey, let's just try to lay on our back and just be naked. So I honestly don't know which way is better, because naked I still sweat, underwear on I still sweat, and the whole thing with wound healing is you have to keep it clean and dry. I'm in Florida, it's fall, it's hot as hell here. So I heard back from the Crane Center while I was grocery shopping, and they said, kind of like I thought. Well, at least they weren't like, oh my God, it's all necrotic. So what had happened was, the Glans is healing funky. It had some blisters, and then it started to form very dark scabs. And at first I was worried that part of it was becoming necrotic, meaning the tissue is dying. But I left it alone, and I didn't freak out. This is probably about last week I discovered this. I left it alone. I just clean it gently when I'm in the shower, and then just been leaving it alone. Because when I pick her, it's hard not to pick, but I pick at my leg, and I don't pick at my dick, because I'm not messing that dick up. So I know healing takes time. I've been leaving it alone, but this morning when I woke up, because I freeballed it, it was like a little bit of the dark scab actually sticking to my leg, and it had halfway come off, and it's on the right side of the head of my penis. And I had to trim it off. First I tried to go a few hours without touching it, but it just kept kind of like flapping, and I just trimmed it off. I didn't pull anymore. I didn't want to do any more damage, but it does look like I lost the tissue there. I'm not sure if it was necrotic or this is just how it's healing, but it does look like that fell out. A good thing is I know that I can get my glands revised when I go for stage 2, and he did say Dr. DeLeon and I could discuss any revisions once I'm a few months out. So all I needed to know was just some reassurance, like, hey, this is not gonna make my whole dick die. Like, the base is good. They said, that's a problem if the base is starting to become a different color. And then the very tip, like where my urethra is and stuff, it's a healthy, normal color. So that's why I wasn't freaking out too much. Like I said, freaking out doesn't help. Doesn't mean I'm always this calm, but it was reassuring to hear back from them, and it's just as I thought, that we could just discuss revision when I go back for stage 2. I'm hoping to do stage 2 in June, mid to late June, so just putting that out there. We'll see what Dr. Santucci's availability is when I speak to him in December. And then I was really thankful to get my Glans done before I left, because the deal with the Glans is they do it once. If it flattens, you redo it. If it flattens after a second time, you come back and they can give you like a little silicone implant. And so I'm glad I got it done this time instead of getting it done in stage 2, having the potentiality of having it flatten and then having to come back for a very minor, 1 to 2 hour surgery. And, there's just a lot of time, money, and just things like that. So I'm glad I was able to do it now. So when I go back for stage 2, we can revise and then hopefully not have to do a 3rd surgery. But if so, I'm prepared for it, open to it, and just happy to be here. Still not able to pee standing up because of that leakage, but it's thrilling to see pee shoot out of my dick still. So in those moments when I get frustrated, like, man, I wish I don't have to sit anymore. Like, I'm just glad that it's there. And I still feel that sense of peace, because what is supposed to be in my pants is in my pants. And even though I'm peeing sitting down, it's fascinating to me because most of my dysphoria was around peeing standing up. A lot of it, penetrative sex, intimacy. But since you pee more than you fuck, at least I do, it really got to me. But it's cool to just have sitting be a mild agitation at this point, but still feel so happy. So it's cool to know that, it's not just the sitting. It's like having what I need to have. So I'll sit with what I have and just take it as it goes. And I've been doing better, being kind of housebound-ish. I can go out a little bit, but I thought I would be going crazy, but I'm doing better. I've been just doing puzzles, been able to read, been able to watch some series, been watching like the Bling Ring, Candy, lots of good stuff, and reading some good stuff like Bad Blood, Theranos, Elizabeth Holmes, all that mess, and doing random spectrum tasks like just logging every book I have and the genre and just making weird Google documents. So that's what I do. I love to make lists. So I'm gonna rest and eat my lunch, and I'm gonna go pick my mom up from school and then hopefully just have an early night. All right, peace everyone. Test drive the Lexus. It's a beautiful shape. From 2008, only has 55,000 miles. It's either that or a Ford Escape, so we'll see. But your boy needs wheels.